Alright, well, Shell is gone. It's time to do bonus puzzles. As we have several of them. Hooray! Alright, so I will admit, I have been practicing Picross on my own. Because I bought Pick-to-Picks, which is actually like a pretty good Picross, like game on Steam. I more or less was... I tried originally to pick up a bunch of Picross games on my phone, and they were garbage. So then I tried to use, like, the Picross website, which I think was kind of okay, but it wasn't, like, really good. And I did, like, a 25 by 25, and got just absolutely kind of sick of it, and so I was just like, alright, screw it. I'm just going to... I'm just gonna go looking on Steam, and it turns out, yeah, there's actually a decent small number of Picross games by Nonogram. I didn't see any Nonogram games. Like, I searched for Nonogram, I searched for Picross.
Wait. How many ones are in that 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 row?
5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope.
3 points.
3-point swing.
No,
Not enough.
not good.
These are our clues.
Oh, what about the 3, 3, 2, 1?
I tried it. 3-point swing.
Ah.
Yeah. Tried Griddlers. Tried that too. But, so the answer was Pick-to-Picks was the easiest one I could find. Searching for Picross was what got me the best. Like, you guys don't need to suggest... Yeah, you guys are suggesting mobile games. The problem is, the mobile games were awkward, hard to handle, ugly, or free to play in the worst possible manner. So I ended up picking Pick-to-Picks up on Steam
Also,
for $7, and it was a lot better.
Wander.
Yes.
See the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2?
Yeah.
That last one has to be the 2.
Correct.
Which means that you know that at least that is gone.
Yes.
Not
And
that
we
it-
know this is locked off because that's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We know this is locked off. That's a 1. We don't know about the rest here. We know that's a 1.
Oh, at that rate, then you know that that has to be a 1 in the middle, down there.
What?
Down?
Here?
That one.
This?
Down.
This one?
Yeah, because I don't think you could fit
2?
2 ones.
You're right.
Wait. No, actually,
No, you would not be able to. Oh, you would.
yeah, you could fit...
No. If this is a 2,
but
you
that
wouldn't
can't
do.
be a 2.
Yeah. You could fit a 1 in there, but you wouldn't be able to fit
You
the
wouldn't...
2.
Yeah. You couldn't have a 2 and then a 1 and a 1.
This is also part of the 2, so we can lock that off. Let's see. Man, these got tough.
Oh, hey, you can do that with that last one right over there on the right.
This one?
The 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, see that? Go down. You can put an X at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same concept as the previous ones.
Okay. This is gonna be tough. So I don't have anything I can immediately lock off.
You have
yeah,
to make
'cause we
more
know this is a 3.
inferences.
Mm-hmm. It's so much easier if I have one edge to work with. Let's see, I'm going to assume this game is not audience participation. Only if we're horribly stuck, and even then. The problem is, like, a lot of... If we crowdsource the answers, everybody would solve it before we could really get much of a chance, because people would just be shouting solutions. And it's hard enough for me to, like, keep track of the solutions Shell is throwing my direction.
Yeah, because I throw in, like, the try row,
we know this would be here.
Blah.
And locked off. Which means we know the 1's got to be right here.
Mm-hmm. But that could be 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah,
so,
well...
Oh, not the 1.
This is probably part of the 3 or the 2.
Mm-hmm. Either way, not enough to go off of.
Yeah. But no. You are perfectly welcome to pull out, like, graph paper and like solve it yourself alongside and double check us to make sure if we make any mistakes. Because we do make mistakes on occasion, and sometimes it's real hard to figure out where they are. Oh, we can lock that off because we know this is...
That has to be a 4.
Yeah.
Part of the 4, 1. So that means
that gives me a 2-point swing. So that means this has got to be the 4 right here.
Okay, then you know where the 2 is, actually.
Yep, we know where the 2 is.
Wait. Oh, so that's why you know that there's a 3 up there?
Yeah. Because the one is either of these, and the 3 has to be there somewhere.
Oh, then what can that do with all the things that you would put in the crossroads? So the 4 could be there. And
we don't know if this is the 1 or the 2.
You don't know if that's a 2. 1, 2. You know that has to be part of a 2 for the top one, but...
Oh. This is part of the 4.
Part of the 4. So what does that do
and
for
this
the
we can lock off,
crisscrossing?
because we know this is a 1.
And that one has to be
means
1
that's
next
a 2.
to it.
So that's X'd off.
That's X'd off.
Yeah, that's got to be.
That one has to be X'd off? The one that you just went over? Down?
This one?
Left? Left? Down?
This one.
No, up. Right.
Here? Oh, yeah.
Just to lock it off.
Let's see.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This has got to be...
Oh, the 5 has to be to the right. Right there.
Give me a second. This is the 2.
Yes, but there's the 5 right there.
This one.
Yeah.
Yep. But no, let me measure this out for a second. 2-point swing, but we know where those are now.
Oh, then you know the 4, which means you can block off the end of it. To the far right.
Here?
Up. The 4. Up.
This 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can exit off.
Okay.
So what does that 5
we can
do?
X that off because the 3 goes here. This is the 2, so that's just X off, which means we can put that there.
Oh, that has to be part of the 3 then, doesn't it?
And this has to be here. That's the 2. This is the 3. That's the 1.
Wander.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I am solving.
Okay, that's the 3. Yeah, you can X that off.
Yep. Let's see. We don't know if that's...
That's the 1.
Yeah,
it has
that has
to
to be the 1.
That's
the 4. That's a 1. We just don't know which. Which means that's a 1 there.
Oh.
That's locked off. 3s, nothing. We don't know if that's a 1 or a 2. These are parts of 3s, but we don't know more
Wander.
than that. Oh, here we go.
Lower left corner can't exist. Because that last thing's a 2.
Here, you're right. Okay. Those, but we can't lock it off yet. This is a 3 and a 1. These are 1s. So we can lock these off, which means we know where this 3 is. We know this is a 1.
Oh,
We know this has to be a 1. Which means we know where these 1s are. This is a 2. Which means this is a 2. Which means this is a 1.
Oh, you can X off.
Yeah, that has to be a 1. There's no way you can fit a 2 and a 1 in there. So you know that's there at the very least. Let's see.
Are you sure you could X off what was above it?
Yeah.
Wander?
What? This one?
That. Why
This
did
one.
you X off either side? Was there enough spots for ones beneath it?
Yeah, there's not enough space for this to be the 2. It has to be a 1.
Okay.
Which means that's there. And that whole top part is clear. That's there. This is a 1. I just don't know which variety of 1.
Oh, that finishes that row off. Oh, if that's a 2, then you know that you have to fill in the middle square.
Yep. Fill that off. This is a 1, which means this is a 2. That's locked off.
That 3 has to be X'd off.
This
Next
has
door?
to be here. Give me
Yeah.
a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which means this is the 1. This is the 3. That's the 3. These
Oh.
are all locked off.
Wander.
That's
that
the 3.
2 in the middle, you know where it is.
Uh,
Left.
this one.
Yeah, because that row's only ones.
Yep, yep. Okay, that has to be there. This has to be a 2, which means that has to be a 1.
It's a plant.
It's plant.
Plant.
Plant. Oh, that's in the lab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. Dicey.
7, 1, 2 looks promising.
I was gonna go with a 4, 8.
Ah.
2-point swing. 7, 1, 2.
Up
This
there.
one.
3.
3-point swing. Oh, this is interesting. This has to be part of the 7.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You might want to fill that in with purple.
Yeah, you're right. Well, here. Answer is these 3 are set in stone. 5-point swing-ish from here.
Okay.
Let's see what else we
How
got.
about the 6, 2, 1? Is there too much swing there on the
Yeah,
right?
way too much swing. Well, no. It's a 4-point
point.
swing. So, there's a lot of swing. But it does fit. So that has to be locked off, that has to be locked off. That's a 1. This is a 3. So that's there. This is part of the 3.
The block on the far right has to be part of the 2, which means you can put an X at the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is part of the 3, so we don't know. These are part of 2s, 7...
1.
We don't know.
Or 3.
This has to be a 1. Because there's no way you can fit 4 1s to the right of it. Same thing with this one. Don't know about this one, though.
Mm-hmm. It could be a 2.
Yep. Alright. Chat, seeing as a lot of you guys probably feel like answering this, I should have actually suggested this a long time ago. But for those of you watching live or on YouTube, if you guys want to play a dumb game, you can try and guess what it is.
What the object will be?
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't know.
Like, originally we were actually trying to guess what the image was, and then you know, with the key, quote unquote, that turned out to not be a key. And I would love to see just a bunch of dumb answers. It's got too much swing. So many ducks. I've heard a lot of duck suggestions.
Oh, hey. Look at that. Up in the low left corner. Upper left.
Yes.
That can't be 5.
That can't be a 5.
But that
Which actually
means the
means 5, 1, 2.
2. Yep, it's done.
1, 3, 2.
Well, then you know that's the 2 in that row.
Mm-hmm. Which means we know this is the 6.
Oh, hey, that's a 2 right there. Up there? Up?
This.
Yeah. Which means it should be
We
part
just
of the
know where
6.
the 6 is. Give me a second. No. No. So that's a 1. That's a 3. That's
Oh.
a 4.
Well, then you know where the 1 is.
That's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 3. We know where the 1 is. We know where the... That is. We know where the 7 is. That's a 1. We don't know there. That's got to be a 2. This is a 2. That's locked off.
Which means that has to be the 3.
Let's see. That's the 2. That's a 3. So we know that's locked off. This is a 1, so those are locked off. This is a 2, so that's locked off.
And the 2 could still exist there. Oh, well.
Let's see. Sorry, I just saw that possibility. I'm like, ah.
No.
Okay. Do I have any other good openings on that? No. So that was a good opening spot, if any. Oh, we can lock that off, which means we know where the 2 and the 1 is.
Mm-hmm.
This has got to be part of the 2. So that's locked off.
Actually, since that has to be a 2, that X has
is.
to be X'd off right there. Up. Up.
Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, so that gets X'd off.
Yep.
It still could be 2-1.
Chances are the ones here, that's the 2. Just to follow the pattern. But and we know that's a 1, which means we know that's there. Means that's locked off. Let's see, what else do we have? That's a 2.
Any progress on... Now the 7 could shift one way or the other.
3 is here, which means that's the other 2. Which means this is the 4.
Well, hey, if that's a 2, that means you can X that off.
Oh.
Down?
Hold up.
What?
This here is part of the 2, so we can X this whole bunch off right there.
Okay. X that up one more above.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, this whole column.
Okay. Yeah, because that 2 can only exhibit... Well, the 2 in the center can only go so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, we don't know enough about that one. We don't know if that's the 3 or the 1.
Oh, the 7. Why don't you just fill it in?
Oh, you're right.
And what does that do for the row?
Let's see. Working on that. So this is X'd off. This is probably part of the... This has to be part of the 6. But we don't know which direction it goes. Too big. Let's see.
That could be 4 or 1.
Or the 1. Yeah, not enough room. So, it's a start. Not a very good one. Let's see. 8. So I can lock that off. See, 8 can only extend one way or another. Oh.
Just enough?
Yeah, just enough. Which means that's a 1.
That should be a 1 right there.
Which means that's locked off.
Up that column? Yeah, that should be a 1.
This is a 1. This has to be a 1. This is the 5, actually, right here. Which means we can X all of this off. X this off, X that off, X that off. Let's see. So if this is part of the 6, that means the 1 is here.
Oh, hey. See how you have the 2, 4, 1 in the, what was it, the 6th row? Column, I should say? 2, 4, 1? Right.
This one.
Yeah. Those have to be X'd off because a 4 can't fit in there.
Yep. There's the 3 for that one. This is a 1.
Hey, that means you know where the 1, 2 is for that row. Up.
Give me a second. This one.
Up.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1,
You're right.
2. Oh, but you didn't fill in the 1.
Sorry, I was just focused on the 2.
Then you can X those off because the 2, 2, 2 is done.
Yep. Which means we know these 4s are here. All of this is done.
What is this? Some kind of machine?
It's a rabbit. Let's see. That's done.
1,
This
1,
is
1.
a 2.
There's only one way it can fit.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, it's a... What?
The
Robotic arm.
All right.
3, 5, 2? No, that's too much room. Four-point swing.
Still 4-point swing, but it gives us an edge, which helps, sort of. Any edge we can take is always worth it.
Didn't you just discover the location of the 6 in the far left? Wonder?
Give me a second. You're right. That helps.
Is there enough room for a 5 and a 4 in that row? 3, 5, 4.
Finding the 8. 3, 5, 4. Where?
Down at the bottom.
This one.
1 point swing.
1 point swing. Yeah. So that's helpful. Okay. Let's see. This has got to be part of a 2. This is a 1. That's a 4.
Oh, hey, you know that has to be X'd off right there on the right for the 2. Far right.
This?
Down. Yeah,
Oh,
that can't be there.
Okay, so we know where all those are. This is a 5.
That you know that has
That's
to be
a
the 1.
This has to be a 2. This has to be a 1. Which means I can X that off. In fact, I can actually X all of this off, because that has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Let's see, and this is a 3.
Oh, hey, that you can X off down in the middle.
That is the vaguest.
Down? Yeah. Or no, down. Again.
Well, I can X that off.
And then to the right. Yeah.
Both of these, in fact. Actually, this has to be 1. There we go. That's helpful. I can X that off.
Down.
Here?
Up. Yeah. Up.
This?
Yeah, because that 2 can only extend so far.
Yep. Let's see. Extend the 6 up by 1. Let's see. So this is a 4. This has to be a 1, which means that's X off, which means we know where that 2 is. Let's see. That's a 2. X that off.
Oh, hey, if that 1 column is done, then you can just X off the rest of it. Yeah.
Yep. Has to be a 3, which means that's the 4, at least the start of it.
Which means that's X'd off. That's the 2.
Yep. Okay. So if this is the 5, we can extend that up by 1. If this is the 3, we can X that off, which means that's X'd off. This has to be the 2. Means that's the 3. That's the 3.
Oh,
which means
those
we know
2
where the 2
1s
is.
have to be 1s. In that middle column.
This?
Yeah, down.
Here?
That and that.
Yep. Means that has to be a 2, and I can X that off because the 2 is over here somewhere.
The 6 can extend, can it?
This has to be a 2 here.
But to the right?
Give me a second. 6 to the right. This one.
Well, no. Left.
Oh, this 6.
It can still extend up.
Yep, by 1.
Which means that 2 is blocked off.
Which means that's there. Let's see. That actually has to be there.
Has to be there.
Let's see. So it's got a 1 point swing. That's done.
Oh, well, you know that's the end of the 2. You can put an X down there. Yeah, right?
This one.
No, up. No. That's not what I meant. Down. That can be X'd off.
There's just so many things that can be X'd off, Shell.
I know.
That has to be there.
Oh, hey, then you know the X can be X'd off right there. Yep. The 2 you can put in the middle of that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Why did you do that? Why did you do any of that? Undo all that.
There we go. I was overzealous and
corner
wasn't quite
chocolate
paying
bar
attention.
or something? Ship's
The ship's
wheel.
wheel. Oh, I got it.
Okay. Hi, Clyde. Clyde, was it?
Just call me Captain.
I'm helping investigate the murder. Did you see anything suspicious?
No.
Nothing at all? You're the captain. Surely you must.
I was on the bridge. How did they fit a bridge onto a boat?
Maybe you heard something then. A scream. A gunshot.
I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing.
I'm looking for someone wearing a silver bracelet.
So what?
Why is she asking this if we already found the corpse in the bracelet?
She's dumb.
So, have you seen anyone with something like that?
Or perhaps you own a silver bracelet? Then again, perhaps not.
You said you're a replacement. What happened to the regular captain?
He's sick.
Seems like he got lucky not being here today.
Guess so.
They must be pretty cool to captain a yacht like this for a star-studded party.
If you say so.
People make or break their careers at parties like this. Haven't you seen any of Erin's movies? I thought it was Erin. Have we decided whether or not we want to call her Erin or Erin?
I don't know.
Because it looks like it's supposed to be Erin.
I don't watch movies. You mean you haven't seen Casablanca? Otter, we should go back to your apartment and get the tape.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Present evidence shell casing. Where'd you get that?
We found it near the body. At first, I thought it might have come from the murder weapon, but...
But it's too old for that. How did you know? It's mine. Brought it back from Khe-Sun.
Scout?
Khe-Sun, a district of Quang Nam Province, Vietnam. This is a holiday souvenir.
Maybe he fought in the war.
It was no holiday. It was a war.
How did your shell casing end up at the crime scene?
Must have dropped it when I was doing security checks. I'll take it back now if you don't mind.
No can do. This is evidence in a murder case. Have you ever heard of Leith Security?
No.
For answers held on the day you fell. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
The victim was found inside a lifeboat. Any idea who she was?
No.
You're just gonna keep going, no.
No. No. Ah!
Looks like another murder case, detective. At least this time, we're working together.
Hey, thank you, Efra Bulbasaur, for the 10 bits. Best voice acting ever. Hey. No.
No.
I'm not looking forward to explaining all this to my captain. I'm not even supposed to be here.
What do you make of the situation?
Hard to tell what happened, but going by the blood, I'd say it was after we left LA.
In the middle of the party? Wouldn't someone have seen or heard?
Maybe not. Ray said when we boarded that this area was off limits to guests. No one should have been there. No witnesses and a loud party nearby to hide any noises. Perfect opportunity for murder.
What do you make of Aaron and Wet Ray?
Typical Hollywood weirdos. No offense.
Some taken.
I didn't speak to Aaron much, but what I saw matched her reputation. No wonder she doesn't do interviews. As for Ray, he's one of those lawyers who treats the law like a weapon. He's dangerous.
Could either of them be a killer?
Maybe. I think Ray would kill to protect his sister if he had to. And Aaron, I think she just killed to see what it felt like.
Thoughts on Captain Musselman?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but he doesn't exactly look friendly. Present casing. That's a home run for forensics. Guess our killer wasn't too careful about cleaning up after themselves.
That's what I thought, at first.
But the tarnishing off the brass indicates it's around 30 years old.
30 years? Damn it.
The victim's name was Lori Becker. She worked for Elite Security.
Leaf. That's Jack Larson's outfit.
Same company that employed Frank Pritchell. I wonder if there's a connection.
I don't believe in coincidences. A silver bracelet. This must belong to my informant.
There's an engraving, but I can't figure out what it means. For answers held on the day you fell.
Beats me. Line from a poem or something. Looks like you got a couple of leads. Conclusions?
I think the victim was the informant, yeah. The silver bracelet we were looking for and found near Lori's... Oh, wait, let me start this all over again. The silver bracelet we were looking for was found near Lori's body. She must have been the informant.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
And she worked at Leith Security, the same company as Frank Pritchell.
That explains how she might have gotten hold of some new information about him.
Except, now we'll never know what it was.
This was no random killing. Someone killed Lori Becker to keep her quiet.
We'd better find out who, before anyone else gets hurt.
Hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to call this into headquarters.
Won't you get in trouble?
Probably. But I can't just sit on a murder case.
How are you going to explain why you're here?
I'll let you know when I figure that out myself. Right now, I got a bigger problem. No radio.
You didn't think to bring a radio?
Those things are bulky. Would have blown my cover.
As opposed to, say, a police badge?
Very funny. But it doesn't solve my radio problem. We'll be back in LA in about 20 minutes. Thought you might want to know. Hey, wait a second.
These characters have the same voice, but one has a clenched jaw.
You got a radio up on that bridge of yours? Yeah. Show me where it is. I gotta send a message.
What about us?
Keep looking around, talk to people. If the killer's still on board, we need to know who they are.
New location discovered. The what?
The Anemone Bridge.
Anemone Bridge.
Anemone Bridge. All right.
So
1,
many.
3,
5.
Oh, that is about as good of an opening as we're going to get here. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Bang. That is 2 rows right off the bat. Let's see. That's a 1. That's a 3. That's a 2.
Oh, then you know that last one at the end is a 1.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means we know that's the 5. Man, this is a good opening.
Oh, that's an X right there.
Which, here?
Down? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which means that we know that 4 is there, that 2 is there, that's a 1, that's a 1. Let me go back to cleanup for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Anything else? Oh, hey!
11.
We were so distracted by the other great opening that we missed this great opening. Let's see. So we know that's the 7. That's the 2. That's done. Which means these are all X'd off, which means we know where we almost know where the 11 is.
That's a 1 down there.
2.
Yeah.
We know that's a 1. Which means these are all X'd off, because that can't be anything.
Oh, that's a 4 to start. Then you can extend that.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means we can X that off. I don't know if that's the 2 or the 1. Let me see. What about... No, we don't know anything about this one. Any other good lurking openings? Yeah, we got this one.
For 2.
1 point swing. Not bad. We know that's a 1. Which means we know that's there. Which means we know this is the 2. Which means that's locked off. This is the 4.
Oh, then you know that's the 2 up there. 4th row.
Which 2?
No, you just gotten it.
Oh, okay.
After pretty much around the time I said it, so I thought that you had acknowledged it.
Nope. I was...
But you can X that off now.
There's so many things.
Yeah, that.
There are so many things. Let's see. That's the 2.
Oh, you know what that last
4.
2 is? In the
That's
3rd row?
1. This one?
No, 3rd row.
This one.
Yeah.
You're right. That's X'd off.
Is that the 4?
It could be the 1.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It could be the 1. We don't know. Oh, hey, we know where the 11 is. It's just that. All right. So now we know it has to be part of the 4. Because you can't fit a 1, 4, and a 1 in here. So this has to be the 4. Which means that's the 1 there. That's the 2. This is the other reason why outside help might not necessarily work for us. Because we're actually pretty good at this point. There's a couple points where we're stuck. But I haven't felt like we've gotten stuck in a long time. I'm sure we'll get there as we go along. But it would be... I'm not going to say difficult to keep up with this, but we going fast. Nope.
Oh, hey, there's only 2 more spots for the 1-1 over there. Left? Right?
This one?
Right?
This one.
Right? Right? Keep going right.
Give me a second. This one.
Yes, that. Yes.
Sorry, was distracted by the other spaces. That's a 2. That doesn't fit. Which means that's there. That's the 2. This is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 2. That whole column is done. This is a 1. That's there. That's the 2.
That 2 can be filled in then, and that can be X'd off up there. Yep.
There we go.
A book? What is it? An escape plan.
What?
It's the emergency escape plan of the anemone.
Oh, then this evidence is of no use. We already know where the lifeboat is.
We know where that lifeboat is, but this plan says that there should be another one.
Where did it go?
Someone murdered someone and then took it away.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Out to sea, I'm guessing, which means the killer could have gotten away already.
Seems sometimes the most important clues are more about what's missing than what can be found. Tread carefully, Honor. Don't forget, we can get you out of TV and into the big leagues. But if you and that decrepit detective try to slander my sister with false accusations, I'll see to it you never work in this town again.
You're a little late, Ray. I'm not in that business anymore. Have you considered being a little less defensive? It'd be pretty easy to get the wrong impression about you.
I've got every reason to be. The media will spin this as yet another Aaron Kino controversy. The discovery of that body will mean months of vicious articles in the press, a trial in the kangaroo court of public opinion. I suggest you think very hard before you make any allegations. I could bring a harassment case down on you so hard you'll wish it was you lying in that lifeboat.
This boat really is something. It must have cost a fortune.
That didn't come easily, but now the same executives who laughed us out of the offices are begging to work with Erin. Hard work and visionary thinking freed her from the systems that suffocate Hollywood. The anemone
represents that freedom.
Your sister introduced herself to me.
Consider yourself lucky. Not many get that chance.
I realize the two of you are close, but do you think there's any chance that she's involved in what happened to Lori?
Absolutely not.
What do you know about Clyde Musselman?
As much as I told you. The agency sent him as a replacement for our regular captain. When we arrived this morning, he was already here.
Have you seen him anywhere near the lifeboat where Lori was found?
He never left the bridge as far as I know. Present evidence escape plan.
This plan says the anemone. I'm gonna keep saying anemone. 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 This plan says the anemone is equipped with 2 lifeboats.
Anemone.
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 An enemy.
Anemone. For goodness sake. This plan says the anemone is equipped with 2 lifeboats, but I can only see one. Where's the other one?
Damn it, it's gone. Those were top of the line. Quick release, silent operation. I have to report this. Where's that detective?
He's busy. Didn't you notice the lifeboat was missing? Sorry, the lifeboat.
Parties like this don't run themselves. I don't have time to check no one steals the lifeboat. Why would anyone do that? It's possible the murderer used it to escape. In that case, I hope you catch them. It'll cost a fortune to replace.
We found this shell casing near the body. Any thoughts?
Sorry, I don't know the first thing about guns.
Leith were hired to provide security at the party.
No, Leith were hired to provide security at the party. You can never be too careful at these kinds of events.
Apparently not. Have you used them before?
Yes, for several events in the past. Never had any trouble until now.
Do you recognize this phrase engraved on the bracelet?
Sorry, no.
How did you know the victim?
She was providing security at the party, making sure no one left the main deck, or at least she was supposed to.
What do you mean by that?
Not long after we left the dock, I saw someone down by the lifeboats. That area was supposed to be out of bounds. I assumed it was a guest trying to pry, so I went to escort them back to the party, but by the time I made my way down to the lifeboat, there was nobody there.
That must have been the killer.
Maybe. At the time I was more annoyed that our security guard had abandoned her duty. Now I know why.
Well, give us a description, man. In Aaron's latest script, a criminal takes to the sea to escape justice. Don't you think there are some worrying parallels between that and murder?
A simple coincidence. You can't hope to build a case on such a flimsy foundation. There's nothing to say about the fish.
Oh, why did you hire Lori? You said Lori was hired to make sure nobody left the main deck. Why?
Because I don't want anyone snooping around the rest of the yacht. Is it wrong to enforce a little privacy?
Unfortunately, that privacy was exactly the opportunity the killer needed. No one even heard the gunshot.
That's not my responsibility.